Hi there, everyone. It's meteorologist Ashley Baylor. I'm sitting outside because it is an insanely gorgeous day, as you can see behind me. We did have a live truck that was directly behind me. I'm kind of glad it moved. But it is so beautiful out today. I mean, we have so much sunshine. I think more importantly, temperatures came down a little bit. The humidity has finally come down. It's just been such a stellar day across the region. And so, you know what, I kind of decided I needed to do something different. So I think maybe once a week, maybe on Thursdays or Fridays, depending on how busy I get, I think I'm going to do a little like have a lunch with Ashley Baylor sort of segment. Now I was going to sit here and eat with you guys, but then I was worried about, okay, somebody's going to yell at me for eating with or talking with my mouth full or something. And I was actually kind of getting a little shaky because I was so hungry. So I actually devoured my lunch already. But every Thursday or Friday, I might just come out here, have lunch with you guys and chat about whatever. You know, you can chat about the weather, what's going on in the news. You want to talk about football, if it's the Patriots, even better. You want to talk about WWE, animals, beauty products, whatever it may be. You know, I'm not just a meteorologist. Yes, it's a big part of my life, but you know, there's other things I like. And sometimes I think that's what a lot of you appreciate about me is that I actually do talk about a lot of things. So feel free to comment, ask me questions. Just what do you guys want to talk about today? So I have the title of Let's Chat Today. So anyway, one of the biggest stories let's talk about is not only that it's gorgeous here, not as gorgeous in Hawaii, though. I think we all know that because, let me see. Oh, there we go. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm bad at life. Anyway, so let's talk about Hurricane Lane, a huge hurricane that is moving towards Hawaii. I think initially there might have been concerns that Lane was going to make landfall in Hawaii. Keeping in mind, there's actually only been 2 hurricanes that have actually made landfall in Hawaii since 1959. So it's not a very common occurrence. There's always close passes, but direct landfall does not happen very often. And it's going to make its closest pass to the island of Oahu, which is where Honolulu is located, sometime during the day tomorrow. And I was actually looking at some of the surfline cameras out there. And yeah, the waves are definitely starting to pick up. I was specifically looking at Diamond Head, which is just southeast of Honolulu. Hey, Fred, thanks for checking in. What about Red Sox Nation, which has been doing so well? You know, seriously going to be rooting for them as we go into postseason, obviously. But, you know, the truth is I'm definitely a bigger Patriots fan. I mean, I live and breathe football season. I mean, I like summer. But man, I like fall way more for many, many reasons, you know, because I not only love football, I love the change of the seasons. I love the fall colors. I truthfully don't care for pumpkin spice. I'm going to be honest with you. Pumpkin spice, anything is just not my thing, but I get it for anyone that does like it. So what else is going on today? Today, you may remember, is the 7-year anniversary since the Virginia earthquake, which was back August 23rd of 2011, happened at 1:51 in the afternoon. Now, I was one of those people that did not feel it. Allegedly, it was felt all the way up to Massachusetts. So I think I did have a few coworkers at the time that were saying they did feel a little bit of shaking. I did not, but I remember I was working mornings and all of a sudden I got a call from my news director that I had to go back in and go live talking about the earthquake. Now, I do a lot of school talks and, you know, maybe it filters into adults, but a lot of kids actually do think that hurricanes and earthquakes and basically weather in general and earthquakes in general are related, and they're not, because I always tell them what goes on beneath your feet has really no effect on what goes on above your head. Sometimes it does, depending on the volcano. Let's not forget Mount Pinatubo, and that was, you know, no summer right there. So anyway, he called me to go in and do a live shot talking about the earthquake, and so I had to put on my little geology volcanologist hat and kind of pretend like I knew what I was talking about. To some degree I did. I had actually always been interested in geology. I had always been interested in earthquakes and volcanoes. In fact, when I was looking to go to college, I thought, well, if I don't do meteorology, what's something else I could be interested in? And volcanology was actually one of them, but there's very, 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 very few schools that actually offer volcanology as a bachelor's degree. And it does exist, but it's very rare. And I said, well, what am I going to do with this? Go live in Italy and study Mount Etna? So yeah, that's why I kind of said, no, the weather is where I belong. So anyway, but yes, it is something I've somewhat dabbled in. So where were you when the Virginia earthquake hit? If you were living down here, did you feel it down here? I have a senior producer here, Bob Bennett, who sends us gorgeous pictures all the time. He was actually in DC when it happened, and he was in a news meeting, he was telling me. And I don't remember if it was the EP or the news director at the time that was saying, well, we need something else for the A block. You know, we need something to fill this show. Within a minute or two, he told me the ground started shaking. It's like, well, there's your lead story. So it's kind of funny. He's like, you are to never say that again. It was a magnitude 5.8, which is pretty significant, especially for Virginia. Epicenter was in Louisa County. So yeah, and Paul is saying you were in California, clearly that place is no stranger to earthquakes, as they even get little tremors, little earthquakes on a daily basis. Fred was saying I was at my office at the Norfolk Police Department. Did you feel it, Fred? Did you feel any sort of shaking? You know, I guess it depends on where you were. Were you in a sturdy building where you maybe not notice anything? Were you outside? You definitely probably wouldn't have noticed anything outside. You probably noticed more if you were indoors. So what's going on with you guys this week? What have you done that was fun this week? What's coming up this weekend that you may be excited for? Of course, unfortunately, the weekends are kind of slipping away for the kids that are going to be going back to school. It's such a bummer because I know some kids in private school, I think, go back next week, and then most kids, I think, are the following week, the day after Labor Day. This week earlier, I actually went to visit the National Weather Service in Wakefield, which was a really great experience. I went there to speak to Bill Samler about a project that is going to be coming up with me and the senior producer I was talking about next month. Bill Samler, unfortunately, he's been at the Weather Service for 34 plus years, and he's actually going to be retiring on September 1st, which is really sad because he's such a knowledgeable meteorologist. I mean, I could have stood there and talked to him for hours about every little, aspect of weather, and I really appreciate meteorologists like him because sometimes you can go out and speak to meteorologists and they may be a little standoffish or sometimes that happens, but he was the complete polar opposite. He couldn't have been nicer. Robert, can I give a shout out to your daughter, Haley? It's her 12th birthday. Well, happy birthday, Haley. 12, that's a somewhat good year. 13 is where it could get a little more crazy, but 12 is still good. And Fred is asking, how's my beautiful daughter? Morgan is doing amazing. I got so unbelievably lucky with Morgan that she's a super good baby. In fact, all week she's been sleeping through the night, and she's had spurts where she has slept through the night, maybe if it's even for a couple of days, and then maybe the week later she'll wake up once or twice a night or something like that. But overall, I mean, she's an unbelievably good baby. They crawl, scooching across the floor sort of motion. So she's working on a full crawl, but she can definitely move herself from one spot to another. Loves the water. So she definitely gets that from me because I'm a former swimmer myself, and she loves going in the pool. She will kick her legs, move her arms like she's trying to do freestyle, and she loves the ocean too. We've brought her to the beach a few times. Oh, look at this. Sorry. I got the dents of my sunglasses on my face, so you'll have to look at this. She's gone to the beach, just sat in the wet sand, let the waves kind of crash into her, and she doesn't even care. The waves just come right up to her feet or her legs and doesn't fuss, doesn't even care. She's my little water baby, I call her. So she's doing amazingly well. I'm very fortunate with her, but it's one of the situations where you're such a good baby that I would be terrified to have a second because I will not get lucky twice. The second one will probably be another nightmare, have colic or something like that. So I'm sitting here wondering, do I really want a second kid? And the only reason I ever thought about even having a second kid is because I was an only child, and I remember just being lonely all the time, and maybe it's because I was a military brat and moving all the time, and I always just wanted a friend, a companion, a brother or sister or something. So who knows? Oh, Christine, miss you in Western Mass. Great to see you back recently. Thank you so much, Christine. It was really, really fun to actually go back and fill in on 22 News, even if it was for a couple days. Pardon this. Like, this is bugging me, actually, seeing my glasses line here, so you'll have to excuse me. Being back in Western Mass was really great, and the reception of everybody was just absolutely incredible. Let me turn it this way so it looks prettier. And actually, speaking of Western Massachusetts, I should ask you how you're feeling about the casino opening tomorrow. That's clearly been the bigger story, actually, for New Englanders. Mostly Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, but I'll say New Englanders in general, is the casino opening in Western Massachusetts, in Springfield specifically. I think at one point I was kind of questioning whether that was actually going to happen. And I will say what I'm grateful for is I think at one point I came across either the CEO of MGM or somebody that was very, very, very high up on the food chain. And he was introduced to me at the Toasted Owl in Northampton, Massachusetts. And I remember going up to him and saying, I don't care what you do, don't touch Red Rose. That's all I cared about. Don't touch Red Rose, which is a restaurant for some of you down here. Red Rose, fantastic Italian food up there. One of my favorite places to go. Of course, this past time when I was up in Western Mass, I wanted to go to Red Rose. They were on vacation for the week, of course. So I was so bummed that I didn't get to go this time. But yeah, so if you're looking forward to the casino, have fun. It looked really beautiful. I saw a couple of other reporters doing a preview on it, and it looked really, really nice inside. So hopefully it's everything that everybody expects and more. What else is going on? Oh, by the way, the Tides game. Oh, wait, Fred, you're saying more excited for the Biggie than the casino? Oh, yeah. I hear you about that one. Yeah. Cream puffs over gambling. Yeah, totally. I get it. I'm actually hoping to be coming up for the Biggie. I'm hoping to get on vacation at the end of September to intercept the Biggie so I can go. My husband and I kind of decide we got to go to the Biggie every other year. I can't make it there every year, but every other year. So this is the year we're supposed to go. Jessica, they announced a Wahlburgers is opening next to Red Rose. You're kidding me. I didn't hear about that. Wow. I'm still going to choose Red Rose, I'm going to be honest with you. So the Tides game tomorrow, by the way. Tomorrow night is First Responders Night, and there was a contest where people could submit names of first responders, firefighters, police officers, EMS. And so tomorrow night I will actually be there to announce the 3 finalists of the First Responders contest. I will not be throwing out the first pitch, thankfully. But yes, I will be announcing the finalists for that contest. And then I will be signing a few hurricane guides or some autographs, whatever you want, until about 7:30. And then afterwards, I gotta leave. I gotta go pick up my daughter. So I gotta go hang out with her before she goes to sleep. So if you're out tomorrow night, be sure to stop by our wavy table. I think it's going to be on the main concourse behind home plate. So be sure to stop by and say hi. So that's kind of what's going on this week, what's going on for today. So yeah, I had to write my notes because I'm forgetful. If I talk, I'll just keep talking about nonsense as I am right now. So anyway, gotta go back inside. I've already pretty much made my forecast. This forecast is honestly quite easy. So this one's not exactly terribly complicated. Man, I'm not having a good hair day today, folks. Let me tell you, I haven't been having a series of good hair days. It takes a lot to get this Italian hair to cooperate. I have very, very, very thick hair, and it's not tameable. So anyway, yeah, anytime you guys want to check in with me, I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. If you're down here in Virginia, I really hope you get a chance to get out and enjoy this gorgeous weather. I mean, these are the days you really, really take advantage of. I think a lot of people are looking forward to fall. Maybe not everybody. Maybe some want summer to hold on for a little bit longer, but technically we are 30 days away from the start of fall. I hope you enjoy it. Enjoy the last bit of summer. Enjoy the first taste of fall. Enjoy the last preseason football games because regular season is going to be starting soon. College football is going to be starting soon. But yeah, be sure you check in with me. Again, I'll be doing these every Thursday or Friday, depending on just how busy I get. Anything you guys want to talk about, anything, whatever it may be, even if it's a subject I know nothing about, I'll maybe throw in my 2 cents of whatever it is. All right, well, I'll see you guys on Wavy News 10 starting at 4. Take care.